Alright, what's up, folks? Name of this game's Halloween Scream 2. Never played the first one. Let's see what it's about. New game. It has been 2 years since you became a vampire. Having been drawn to Highmore House by your aunt, you undertook a quest to free her from her life as an immortal. However, to save your aunt, you had to sacrifice yourself as a mortal being. You now live the life of a creature of the night, unable to leave confines of your ancestral home because of the curse that has blighted your family. As Halloween approaches, you make preparations to receive the next unfortunate member of your family, to change places with them and give them their terrible inheritance. However, on this night you find yourself answering the door of an unexpected visitor. Your aunt has returned, her body now withered and aged by the effects of the curse. As she stands in the doorway, framed by the rain and lightning behind her, she gives a gift of astonishing news. My dear cousin, it is good to see you again. It is so good to see you again. Please, I am near the end and do not have much time to tell you this. Listen carefully, as I think I have found a way to release us from the terrible curse that has afflicted our family for generations. There is a reason why this is happening to us. Many years past, one of our ancestors took something that did not belong to him, a religious relic from the Holy Land. Until this item, an amulet, is returned to its rightful owner, we will continue to live under its curse. I do not know where the amulet is located, but I have it on good advice that information on its whereabouts can be found somewhere in the British Museum in London. The ancestor who took it left a clue there. Please, my cousin, my time has come to an end. It is up to you to recover the amulet and free us from this torment. Well, how can I recover the amulet if I'm cursed and I can't leave the house? And there's like a movie or a game or something where that's the same premise. You know, you have to return the relic before you can, like, leave or whatever. Or do something or whatever. Is this the game? Just reading? Your aunt takes her final breath and collapses to the floor, her body disintegrating before you. You know that if you leave this house, then you will break the seal of the curse and disaster will fall upon all of you and your living relatives. Living and future relatives. However, your course of action is clear. You must travel to London to investigate this new development. You have only a few days before Halloween when the cycle will begin again. You must do everything in your power to find the sacred amulet and return it to its rightful owners. Traveling only at night to avoid sunlight, you begin your adventure by heading to the British Museum in London. Somewhere in the museum, one of your ancestors has left a clue as to the location of this sacred amulet. You must somehow discover this information if you are to ever be released from the family curse. You are standing outside the British Museum. Behind the marble columns, you will find centuries of history from all parts of the world. Inventory. You are carrying the following. Nothing. Enter the museum. Oh, this is a text game. You are standing in the entrance of the museum. There are throngs of visitors milling around. You can hear many languages being spoken here from people of all ages and nationalities. A sign respectfully advises visitors that all display cases have security alarms. Let's go to the cafe first. The museum cafe is extremely busy as people wait in line to order coffees and expensive food. There don't seem to be many places to sit. People are hovering around waiting for tables to become available. Let's order a coffee. You're astonished at the cost of a cup of coffee, but you order and drink one anyway. Okay, we're going back to the museum entrance. Let's go to the security office. You are standing outside the security office. A dozy security guard leans against the wall. He looks very relaxed, so relaxed that he may actually be asleep. Well, we can try to enter the security office. You try the handle, but it's locked. If you had just been able to waltz in, it wouldn't say much of the security for the rest of the museum, would it? Luckily, the guard didn't notice you trying to break in. Let's go up the stairwell. You're standing in the ground floor stairwell of the museum. There are white marble steps leading up to the first floor. Let's go to ancient Greece. You're in the wing of the museum showing the marvels of ancient Greece. There are many exquisite marble statues here showing men in heroic poses. You can see vases with depictions showing what life was in that part of the world. There is also a Spartan war helmet. Examine the helmet. The magnificent Spartan helmet has a strange aura about it. There are deep indentations on the side of it. Weapon impacts from some ancient battle, perhaps. Let's look at the vases. In the depiction on the vase are anything to be believed, if the depictions of the vases are anything to be believed, the ancient Greeks spent much of their time making love. Wow. Okay, I can't read right now. And getting drunk, how little things have changed. Statues. The statue is of an athlete in the process of throwing a discus. You learn from the display notes that it was only relatively recently that historians agreed that most of the sculptures were originally painted in lifelike colors. Go back to the stairwell. Let's go to Rome. The wing of the museum covering ancient Rome is very impressive indeed. There are numerous exhibits covering all aspects of Roman society in the Museum of the Empire. This part of the museum is very popular with visitors. Let's look at the sculptures. The sculptures show the head of The sculpture shows the head of the Emperor Caligula, not one of the greatest Roman leaders, and in family terms, he wasn't too popular with his sisters. Examine weapons. You are looking at the equipment for a Roman soldier. There's a military helmet and a gladius sword, from which the word gladiator is derived. Of most interest to you is a large shield with an image on the front of it. Let's look at the shield. Upon close inspection, the image looks suspiciously like the plan view of Highmore House. But then again, this could be wishful thinking. You wonder what's on the other side of the shield. As soon as you start touching the exhibit, the alarm goes off. Within minutes, you are arrested and led away from the museum in handcuffs. This is the end of your adventure. Ha! Well, that's it, guys. Sorry I tried. What do you expect? I'm trying to look for a clue as to what perhaps is the thing that's keeping my family cursed. And that's the end of the game when I try to investigate. Well, it's a text-based game, you know, if you're into that, you're into that. So, that's that. Thank you for watching my video of this coverage of this game. It could be good if I had the patience to sit there and try it 100 times. But that's that. Thank you for watching, guys. Peace out.